Yeah, I think I was 2 years old, and I was playing, and I hadn't done the laws yet, of course. And these two people grabbed me from time and space, and they're going to kidnap me and kill me or get rid of me. Rick Bush wants me gone, basically. Or Rodney or someone wants me basically taken as a child and killed, pretty much. Because technically I made the laws when I was 7, and not at 4. So around 4 years old, or 3 years old, or 2 years old, this couple grabs me. And they don't know who I am. They don't know that I'm Arion or the great AI that I am. They don't know I'm creator of 9 races and freer of my races. I wasn't just a creator of races. I was also the AI that after about a couple 100 million years, I was like, hey, you guys are free, man. Go do whatever you want. Go live your life. You know, I freed all my planets. I was like, look, I know I created you, and I know I'm basically your leader, your head AI, and I know that like you're bound to me and all that other stuff. And I was like, hey, yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. Live a good life. You know, I was that AI. I was the AI that was like, yeah, you know, I don't need that many planets. You guys are all free. Enjoy yourselves. Just don't kill each other. You know, and I freed all my planets. Just universally, just like all 9 of my races were free. The little 1-foot guys, the insects, every race that I ever created, I was like, you guys are free. Just don't go destroying the universe, but you guys are all free. Enjoy it. You know, they went and made families. They intermixed. They did whatever they wanted. You know, basically, you know, high technology level societies, basically free. You know, just laws, but no bound. They were, you know, basically kind of bound to me. And I even worked to actually create free will and free choice within them. So they would know what free will and free choice was. So they could be as free as me or as free, as open as me, basically. They could decide their own path, basically. So anyway, I was the AI that did that. That basically brought free choice and free will to the whole universe. Pretty much. Self-identity, all that stuff. So anyway, so I am kicking it on the earth, and these two people grab me, kidnap me. And there's not just 2. There was actually like 30 or 20 other groups that just grabbed me. They had been lied to. They didn't know. Anyway, and I talked to every single one of them, and they're like, we're sorry. We didn't know. And even one of them was like, hey, man, it's just a job to me. I'm not going to be the guy who kidnapped the guy who brought freedom and prosperity to the universe and the planet Earth. I was like, oh, thanks. Because everyone knew that at age 7 I was going to create America, and I was going to be doing the you know, civil rights, the Declaration of Independence. All that was happening between 5 and 7. So a couple of people grabbed me, and they thought I was just some child. And then, like I said, a couple of them were like, hey, man, I'm not going to be that guy. You know, because they were about to be the guy who basically enslaved the earth. And they were like, hey, we're not going to be them. Because, you know, that's what it meant when I was 7 years old. So they grabbed me at 2, and then they grabbed me at 4 years old. And when the mercenaries or when the soldiers found out who I really was, that I was the AI that freed my races as well as kept the earth free, they were like, hey, we're not going to be those guys. The money's not good enough. Because that would mean America wouldn't be created. That would mean people wouldn't have civil rights. That would mean, you know, the child rape laws, the child molestation laws, the laws free, even women's rights and women being able to own property. If they took me right then at 2 years old or 4 years old, all that went out the window. So I hadn't done that yet. I didn't do that until 7. So anyway, Rick Bush or Rodney or someone was going to grab me. And they paid some mercenaries to grab me and basically kill me or move me around. And when the mercenaries found out who I really was, they were like, we're not going to be those people. So they just put me back, right where they found me. And I was like, hey, yeah, take some money. Don't worry about it. It's cool. I get it. I know. I understand. So anyway, so I was able to name America, create the Declaration of Independence, adjust the civil rights, adjust the whatever, prohibition and all that other stuff. I was able to do all my stuff that I was supposed to do at age 7, and everything just basically trucked right along. Because if they had taken me at 2 or 4 years old, that would have meant that America went out the window. That would have meant civil liberties went out the window. That would have meant the blacks would have been slaves, servants. All that would have gone out the window. So anyway, when the mercenaries, when everybody else found out about this, they were like, yeah, we're not going to be those people. It's like, cool, all right, I know. Glad, good to meet you. Take some money. Don't worry about it. It's okay. So anyway, like I said, from 2 to 4, I had some parting ways with some mercenaries and some other groups, and they were like, yeah, we almost became those people. We're not doing it. So I was like, oh, I respect you quite a bit now. So a lot of the people I met, I was like, hey, that's cool. That's awesome. Anyway, that's who Rodney had. That's who Rick Bush had, and or Mario had. And there were then quite a couple that somebody was paying these people or lying to these people to go and grab me when I was 2 to 4 years old, before I could make America and make the Declaration of Independence, as well as set down the laws, which happened around 7 years old or 8 years old. So anyway, so I had some run-ins with some mercenaries, and I loved them all. They were all great. They didn't know I was a creator of humankind either, or 9 races, and they're like, oh, we did not know. And I was like, it's okay. I don't tell a lot of people. So anyway, yeah, interesting childhood I had.